War of the Idiots Part 3. Yutaro sits in prison after assaulting someone in a cafe. Yutaro understands that violence must be punished and accepts his sentence. However, he does not regret his behavior. The prison officer is furious and threatens Yutaro with punishment. Shortly afterwards, Garden speaks up and declares Yutaro innocent. The officer changes his mind and apologizes. Yutaro is released immediately. After leaving prison, he is approached by a man on the street. The man introduces himself as a journalist and says that he is responsible for Yutaro's release. The Garden Society tends to automatically see people with a high adult rank as being in the right, without considering the situation. It is the journalist's job to put things in the right light. The journalist wrote an article about the streamer, reporting on his sexual harassment. After the article was published, Yutaro the wild waiter became Yutaro the savior of the damsel in the distress. It is interesting to see how the community suddenly turns against their food streamer. A shitstorm of the worst kind breaks out. His address, yearbook, and pictures are posted online, and even his friends and family point a finger at him. And once again, Yutaro disagrees with society's behavior. He thinks they have gone too far, even towards the food blogger. Now something interesting happens. The journalist confronts Yutaro about his double standards and asks him why it's okay to hit someone, but sharing their address is going too far. Is it okay to grab someone by the throat, but spilling blood is going too far? Or is the line crossed when you break someone's bones? He asks whether Yutaro can judge better than the law or society. The journalist picks up on a theme that is treated clumsily in most other works. When we watch classic superhero films, the distinction between good and evil is easy to make. The bad guy gets beaten up and he deserves it. But is it really that simple in reality? Who decides what is good and what is bad? And what is a just punishment? This conflict is what the journalist loves most, and he offers Yutaro an alliance against Garden. Since the location is not monitored by video or audio, no one can follow the conversation between the two. Yutaro feels that this does not apply to him and initially wants to turn his back on the reporter. The reporter presents more compelling arguments. Firstly, Garden was created by Yutaro, namely its rules and regulations. He also tempts Yutaro with the prospect to tracking down the real Garden. In a humorous way, the reporter puts pressure on Yutaro and threatens that if he doesn't cooperate, he will write a report that will send Yutaro back to prison. And so Yutaro gets into his car. End of chapter 3.